jokes.
There's Brad.
And we all have messed up senses of humor. Even within the disabled community, there's one particular disability that has the most fucked up sense of humor.
You should do the one about the Switch-a-roo.
He exclaims.
You should do the joke about the Switch-a-roo.
A joke about the...
The Switch-a-roo with you, Mencia, in the tour bus.
Oh. Okay. I know what he's referring to. So he's trying to get me in a moment, right? Because I was on a podcast. This is in 2010, okay? I was on a podcast, and I used to tour with a comedian named Carlos Mencia.
This is a huge theater.
And some guy said, "Hey, you on the road with Mencia?
Look what's happening.
Tell me a crazy road story." This was on a podcast called Getting Dug with High, where you have to get really fucking high before you go on the podcast. As you might imagine, I don't respond well with drugs. Right?
They erupt.
Yeah, dwarves are short.
They support
Getting
this.
high is not what we should be doing. Okay? So, I'm high as fuck. He says, "Tell me a crazy story." And I'm like, fuck, there is no crazy story. So I'm trying to make one up in my head. And the story I end up making up is a story about how I said, like, oh, we were on the tour bus, and then this girl wanted to sleep with Mencia, but he's married, so he sent me back there, and then she didn't know it was me.
TMI!
Fun. And I said that, and then the guy on the podcast next to me, and it's gonna get really dark for a second, but trust me, I'll pull us out of this. The guy on the podcast next to me, on a podcast, goes, "Oh, so you raped her?" Yes. So,
Yes.
That part.
So you raped
That's
her?
the part.
Yes.
So you raped her? Yes. Okay, I did rape her, but I thought it was a funny prank. Let's hear him dig himself out of this one.
then
Cheers to
the
Brad
podcast
Williams.
was taken down. Obviously, when I sobered up, it said, "Well, that's not a good thing to say in public."
Sobered up?
So I took it down. I asked him to take it down.
You are sobered up when you smoke weed. I just remember this. He's acting like he's stupidly, drunkenly said something. He was on weed. You don't make up stories about raping somebody on weed.
And there was a fringe internet radio show host who found the live YouTube clip, held onto it for 10 years, held onto this clip for
Sealed
10
it.
years. And then the day after my daughter was born, he posted this clip. Okay, it went viral.
Okay, I know we said no pausing,
What
but that
a
is not
piece
true.
of
You
shit.
showed the clip like a day after the episode aired on Redbar.
How could
like
he even
every-
have a daughter? You
could
just
do with
admitted to
anything.
another rape. How the fuck do you have a daughter?
People thought that I was admitting to a sexual assault. I'll be the first one to admit it's not a great joke. I should not have said that. In my head, I thought it was going to be funny. It wasn't funny. I fucked up. I'm guessing you want me to panic right now and cry and say it wasn't that, or try to say that you should just, it's not even that bad of a joke. You should not be offended by that shit. No, it was a bad joke. I fucked up. You paid me your money. I hope you got what you wanted. But hey, I got your money. Fuck off. Okay.
You're applauding him saying, I told a rape story. Fuck off. And then you erupt. Tuku Malako.
I hope you got what you wanted, but hey, I got your money. Fuck off. Okay.
We love you again. Woo! Woo! We haven't really gone through all the evidence yet to see what's up, but woo! He hit you with, I told a rape story, and then boom, boom, before you know it, maybe you were sneezing. And now you're applauding as if he won the rape. It's insane.
That's what you thought was going to happen to you, and no one's on your side right now.
No one's on
They're
your
still
side.
on mine, so if you're still upset about it, there's a door. Feel free to get the fuck out.
Oh! And they erupt. They start giving money. They're throwing money at him. If you don't like it, get the... I mean, listen to this speech. Listen to this
Man,
ovation.
you know how I said disabled people have a really good sense of humor? Almost all disabled people have a really good...
Listen to this.
Almost all. I'm not supposed to say the word that I believe that you are anymore, because we're not supposed to say that word, but I don't think that word
Listen to this.
relates to people with mental illness. Absolute a developmental disability.
Wait a minute. It just dawned on me. He's been practicing this speech for 10 years. This is a bit. This is a routine.
Illness, absolute a developmental disability. I think it is wrong to make fun of those types of people. But to come to a show and in front of over 1,000 people try to get me in a gotcha moment, you're fucking retarded, dude.
The beats. You don't. There's no improv of him. You should hear him telling the rape story. It sounds like a guy that you know telling a story. It doesn't have beats.
What's the weirdest Carlos Mencia story you've got?
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I was Mencia's opener for 4 years. And when we were on a tour bus together, and he got this girl was like on the bus and just really wanted to sleep with Carlos, and was in the back of got on the bus, actually blew our driver to get on the bus. And then was...
Who are you, Kiss?
Apparently. She was in the back
that is
waiting.
Sexy driver?
I tour with the wrong people. Nobody's getting blown.
So she was. So she's in the back, and Mencia's married. He's not gonna do anything. So he turned off all the lights, and then sent me in. And then I started hooking up with the girl. And it went for a good 15 minutes before she realized that, I mean, Mencia's tiny, but he shouldn't have stubby arms like that. And then finally she realized that she was having sex with me.
That's kind of, I feel like that's like a rape story.
Not in a technical sense.
I think technically it is. Well, I hope this was over 7 years ago.
It was. The statute of limitations are good.
It was good being here. Nice knowing you, Brad.
Yeah.
Well, you think you could get in trouble somehow for what he did?
Yeah.
What does like rape pass through osmosis or something? You right there, buddy?
No, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. I'm not nervous at all.
He's been waiting his whole life to tell off the heckler that finally tries to out him in front of an audience.
That actually was kind of cathartic. Thank you guys for that.
See, because he's been holding on to this routine for so long, he finally gets to do it.
Man, that was kind of cathartic. Thanks, guys.
People with autism shirts in the front row were like, not offended at all. See, people with disabilities have a wonderful sense of humor. The one that has the crazy sense of humor, deaf people. Deaf people.
So he's leaving. He's being escorted out now. Taken out. Manhandled, I would say. We might sue.